Welcome to my channel. My name's Patty. Today, I'm going to share with you how you can easily tell the difference between vintage and modern clip-on earrings. Let's get into the video. Just want to wipe this off, see if this gets any cleaner. I don't think it does. Not sure what exactly this is. Anyway, so these two backs, they look the same. But if you look a little bit closer, this one has the sharper edge. Look at the edges of that clip. And the edges of this. Take note. It has the rounded part here. And this is straight and sharper. Rounded edges down here. Sharper edges. This one's light. This one has a nice heavy feel. Well made. You could see slight differences in these earrings if you look. This earring is older than this one. Take notice to the rounded curve on the clip. See that round curve? This one is straight. Edges are sharp. These edges are nice and clean and smooth. They look the same. They look nearly identical, but they're not. Back can tell you a lot about an earring. They both look vintage. One's true vintage, and one's made to look like vintage. This one is a nice heavy earring. Smooth, rounded. This one has the sharper edges. Now here's another vintage clue. This one has a cutout design on the back. The openings on the back, this flower design, was made to lighten up the big earrings. And also, they were made to let air, AIR, flow behind the ear. You'll often see this style in mid-century earrings. The softer edge along the clip. Now this one is a Trifari. There are some cosmetic imperfections on these. Still vintage, but later around the 80s or 90s. The signature down there. The marking, Liz Claiborne. This is a horseshoe clip. This one, the big giveaway on this one is the padding. You could see the metal's real shiny, real smooth, shiny. But it has this pad. Most modern clip-on earrings include silicone pads for comfort. Vintage hinged clips feel heavy and snap shut firmly. There are two main eras of clip-on mechanisms, and both can have or not have screws or rivets dependent on the type of clip. From the 1930s to the 1960s, the vintage clip-ons often were seamless or riveted, but not usually screwed in. The hinge was built into the back plate like this one. Smooth, sturdy, with no separate screw head visible. Sometimes you'll see tiny rivets or pins, but they'll be small and flush, not adjustable. But the mechanisms were usually made of brass, rhodium, or gold-plated metal. No hinge, no visible screws, brass tone, which is a strong sign of a mid-century earring. One of the big clues for the 60s era is they didn't use rivets. They used solid folded construction. Now this Sarah Coventry one, this one has a small visible rivet, which holds the hinge mechanism in place. Now this is a later vintage style. When the mass production increased, the rivet made it faster to assemble, easier to create consistent tension across thousands of earrings. These are both vintage clip-on earrings. But look how the backs tell a different story. The older one has no rivet or screw at all. It's all one smooth piece of metal. That's how many clip-ons were made in the 1940s and 50s. Solid, hand-assembled, and built to last. And if you haven't already, please like, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.